Hello, everybody. It's Lawrence Little, better known as the Wet Shaving Barber. And in this video, we're going to take a look at a soap that is out there in the industry and loved by many. However, is it really a great shaving soap for beginners? Let's see in this shave review of Ginger's Garden Suede. Okay, now we're going to load the soap onto the brush. And again, the brush that we always use during our shave reviews is the Green Ray by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I just like to keep a consistent set of tools so that I can give every shave soap a fair chance. Again, today's featured soap is from Ginger's Garden, and it's her Suede scent profile. Okay, now let's go ahead and dip the brush in the water. All right, a little bit in here. Let's go. Got some pieces there. Put back from the shaving stone. Waste anything if you don't use it. Wow, look at that. Some soaps I have to count to 60 or even 100, but Ginger's Garden tallow-based soaps, that lather just clings to the brush. And this is a relatively dry brush. It's damp, but you can see we got a lot of soap going there. Now let's go ahead and transfer this to the shaving bowl. And now for the Baby Bottom Smooth, that is the BBS shave process. As always, first I need to wet my face down. This helps the lather adhere to the face and thus give me a good cushion. Now before I put the lather on my face, as good as it is, I always want to make sure that I use pre-shave oil. This is a natural set of essential oils that I put together to make sure that not only do I get a nice slick shave, but also it aids in the healing part of the post-shave process. And this is despite having a great shaving soap that already has these things formulated in the soap contents itself. So this beautiful lather that again was produced by Ginger's Garden Suede scent profile soap. As you can see here, this thing is outstanding as far as its lather is concerned. I love to take my time when lathering because I want to not just put soap on my face, but I want to make sure that I really, as you can see here, try to stimulate these areas of my face, get those hairs and those follicles ready to be sliced, I should say, by the razor of choice and the blade of choice. Just slapping it on your face is not enough. Take your time, really take advantage of a great lathering soap. Get that cushion, that layer of not just protection, but moisturizing and healing from the shaving soap on your face. In other words, don't be cheap with the lather. Okay, and now we're ready for shaving pass number 1, which is north to south. That is, again, from the top of the sideburns all the way down to the neck. This, again, helps me to remove a lot of the bulk from my facial area. As you can see, using nice short strokes. Take your time. Make sure that you get the right angle. Usually a 30-degree angle is what you try to shoot for. So put the blade on, I should say put the razor on your face, tilt it 30 degrees, and then go about nice, short, smooth strokes. And again, having a good shaving soap that has a great level of slickness really helps. And also, this is why you want to make sure you put an abundance of lather on your face. And don't just put it up there and then just start hacking away.
Doch 2 Wochen später traf ich ihn wieder.
Okay, we're almost done. There you go. Yeah, that feels smooth. Now again, it's not going to be BBS right now because we're just taking down the bulk. We're finished with shaving pass number 1. Now on to shaving pass number 2, which is cross grain. Usually I like to go from the right ear over to the left in that direction. Again, applying pre-shave oil. Now, others may not follow this process, but in order for me to make sure I do not get razor bumps, this has to be part of my process. Oh, by the way, I also have a steamer that I use on my clients when I'm in the barbershop here, doing a wet shave for them. And so I figured, well, since I'm sitting down anyway, why not throw this on and help in the process of getting a nice BBS shave. The steam help during the first 2 passes really helps keep the face moisturized. Now, as you can see here, I'm applying the lather, but this time doing it in a different manner. The first time, you want to go ahead and apply the lather in a circular motion because you want to stimulate the facial hairs and get ready for that first pass where you're taking down the bulk. This time I really paint it on because I don't want to irritate the face by overstimulating. Okay, so now we're done with the lathering. Again, as I mentioned, shaving pass number 2 is cross grain. Oop, gotta remove that there. It's like I'm trying to eat the soap. Okay. And again, cross grain has the same principles. You want to lay the razor on your face flat, then get that 30-degree angle and start to slowly go across your face in a cross grain manner. Now, you may see me going a little faster than you might be doing at this point in time. Well, that's because I had a lot of practice. But when you first start out, don't feel like you've got to rush. Develop your technique so that you don't get nicks and cuts, but that you get the optimal BBS, that is baby bottom smooth shave. And I must say, at this point in time, in my journey of wet shaving, I really love shaving as opposed to before. I dreaded having to shave. But again, the process, the shaving soaps themselves, it just makes the overall journey towards getting even better at wet shaving enjoyable. You might have noticed here I switched hands, and that's something that you want to try to learn to do. Again, that takes a little practice, Take your time. You notice here underneath my neck, I go in a couple of different directions. And if you take a look at the episode that I have on face mapping, you'll understand why. There are certain parts of my face that actually change direction when it comes down to the hair growth. And so, I have to adapt with those changes. Usually you'll get a lot of irritation and you'll get a lot of razor bumps when you refuse to listen to your face. And face mapping is an essential part of a great shave, a razor bump treatment routine. All right, that feels good. Letting that steam do its work on my face. Shaving pass number 3. Okay, one more time for pre-shave oil.
Das Horn hupte laut. Als der LKW-Fahrer
Now, if you're a maker of shaving soap,
an uns zog,
please understand, this is an essential part of your soap really benefiting your public, your target audience, if you will. If the soap doesn't have good lather, and I don't mean just, again, on the brush, you want to make sure that you don't have a lot of air bubbles, that you have like a yogurt type consistency, and that it also doesn't dissipate.
gab richtig Gas.
Because some soaps can lather up real well and look good on the brush, but if it starts to dissipate or thin out, if you will, then it's really not going to be one of the best shaving soaps that beginners can use
Als Lastwagen die Kurve.
towards a baby bottom smooth shave. And it especially won't provide
Leider mit dem Trolley nicht.
the type of post-shave healing you need. Okay, shaving pass number 3. Yep, oh, almost got the wrong way. That's right, left to right. Again, put it flat on your face, 30 degrees. Take them short strokes. Now, some of those short strokes that you see I'm doing is what we call buffing. That's an advanced technique, as you can see I just did right there. Buffing helps you to go back over a tough area that you know is, say, needs a little bit more care than some of the other areas in your face, in order to really create a smooth area. Usually around my chin line, and definitely right there underneath what I call the goatee area on the chin is where I have to do a little bit extra in the way of buffing technique. But as you can see here, once you get the technique down, once you learn the process, you really can speed through the shave. However, you don't want to rush per se. You want to take the time you need to get that optimal shave, so you don't want to hack your face up, because I've seen some horror stories.
Mir fiel nichts mehr ein.
I like to check along the way, and if there's certain areas there that I need to go back over, flip the blade over, because again, you can use both sides of the razor before you rinse it off. Some guys don't like that. They just like to use one side and then rinse it. Again, whatever works for you. All right. Wet myself down here. The shaving pass number 3 is done.
Ein Tunnel.
And clean this off here and get ready for the finality. Did I say finality? The finale. Okay. That's a blooper. Oh, yes, that feels great. Ginger's Garden Suede Scent Profile Shaving Soap. There it is. Y'all need to get it. Check out Ginger's Garden. I'll put the link there in the description. Reach out to Irina. She's got shaving soap samples that you can use. They're about 2 ounces, about $9, I believe, these days. And it just provides a great way for you to try her different scents. The great thing about Ginger's Garden and Irina, she has a plethora. She is one of the shaving soap makers that has a true abundance of different scent profiles. And I'm here to tell you, my wife loves the choices that I've tried out with Ginger Garden soaps, and that's my test. If she likes it, I love it, because she's the one I need to be near. Oh, by the way, you just saw me use the alum block. The alum block is very, very important in, how would you say, bringing your shave to a close. It's what I call the element that seals the deal and begins to heal. The Nivea post-shave balm there is what I use. Just a little drop there, maybe a dime's worth, as you can see there. It has such a nice cooling effect. And this is their sensitive version, which again, as like I said there, it's a nice cool feeling. No alcohol involved. And again, I don't use alcohol whatsoever during my shave process. And that's something, if you are using it, you want to get away from. We could talk about that in another episode as to why. Now, this is a cold towel. What I usually do as part of my shave process is I will take a cold towel, 2 or 3, and put it in the refrigerator at the beginning of the day. Now, especially if I know I've got clients that are coming in for wet shaves, because I want to make sure that that thing is as close to ice cold as possible. Again, as you can see, all the elements that I put on my face here, the alum block, as well as the post-shave balm, those things help, but the cold towel really finishes things off. Now, after this, I put on a combination of rose water and Thayer's Witch Hazel, the unscented. Again, no alcohol. I like to put that on after my cold towel. Okay, and now time for my aftershave. Now, this is, again, as I said, the only time I will put any alcohol-based product on my face, and that's after I put on the cold towel, and then I put on the rose water as well as the Thayer's Witch Hazel combination. Reason being, that actually helps my face get itself ready for the alcohol, and it doesn't sting, as you can see there, and it provides a very pleasant scent. By the way, that was Aqua Velva. Just wanted to go with a traditional. Yes, 2 thumbs up for Ginger's Garden. If you guys like this video, please show your support and subscribe. I'm working really hard to produce the best content that I can, and I'm putting it out there for free. Like you, I was once new, and I believe the hype that we cannot shave with a razor without getting razor bumps. Well, that myth has been busted. So, if you're interested in learning more, or if you feel that this content is helping you, please don't forget to subscribe. Also, click on the like button and the notification bell so that every time we produce new content, you are notified. Your doing this is really helpful to me and to the growth of this channel.